Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So I'm gonna bring you yet another fairly quick video again, just so I can be more frequent with these uploads, talking about various topics, of course, and whatnot. I'll post a link down below for my second channel where I'll be talking about movies and such, and yes, of course, be giving a shout out to Alpha as well for he wants to do some video game content if that's a cup of tea. The links will be posted down below in the description box. So yes, this again will be talking about trans women specifically in this video. I mean trans women this can be to trans men too, of course, depending if they don't have the bottom surgery, obviously. But just moreover, this is something I've heard quite a few times anyway, speaking to trans women. This is more involved with the medical field, at least in some ways, I guess you can say. Yeah, someone in the medical field calls for trans women to be allowed to uh, carry this kind of womb transplant kind of thing because, yep, this is going to be one of these pregnancy type videos again. Oh boy. I seem to be coming to this subject matter in one way or another. Christ almighty. I've done like quite a few of these videos. I mean a lot. Holy hell. Yeah, so again, why not a pregnant related video? Here we go again. So yeah. So basically, the idea is, of course, it kind of goes into the whole concept that I heard the argument that, oh, trans women aren't real women because they can't give birth to babies. Well, okay, like I said a moment ago, trans men can actually give birth if they, assuming they don't have, bottom surgery, but so they could, of course. So you're not gonna say. But anyway, point being is that it's more specifically towards trans women. I do find it kind of odd a lot of people would go after the fact that always trans women. They would completely ignore the fact that, trans men do exist. So I don't get it. They would completely ignore trans men quite a few times because trans men could get pregnant too. I mean, trans men don't have the bottom surgery, so technically trans men could actually give birth too when you think about it. But it seems a lot of these individuals, a lot of these religious people would just ignore that and just go after trans women because they're not real women. They can't give birth. Well, a lot of cisgender women can't give birth either. So they're less of a woman because of that. It could be of various reasons, of course. Maybe it's a genetic thing or what have you. It's like a number of reasons as to why they can't give birth. I could go into that, but that's kind of besides the point of this video. But I'm trying to get at is that yes, it's something I've heard before that they're trying to have some kind of a chance for trans women that could carry a baby inside their own body. If the surgeon somehow transplant a womb into their body and just go on from there and see and just cross your fingers it could help and whatnot. So the medical field could get highly advanced in that regard. And yes, there have been surgeons who explain that a successful womb transplant has already resulted in a healthy pregnancy and whatnot. So, okay, I mean, this obviously can't happen right away. It's going to take some time, of course. It's not an easy process, of course. This could, of course, obviously, some could go astray in one reason or another. And I heard this kind of thing from in London and people who are British and whatnot. So this kind of thing could be a thing sometime soon, of course, and it could break boundaries in one way or another. And at the end of the day, even if this procedure does not work like at all, even if it doesn't work, this doesn't mean that trans men aren't any less of a woman just because of that. So that seems like a weird thing that to use against these individuals. Trans men could give birth. Does that make them any less of a man? No. Just because trans women can't give birth, and if they never could, that doesn't mean they're less of a woman. I mean, they could knock somebody else up, I guess. Maybe they could knock up a trans man. Oh, maybe a cisgender woman, maybe. Sure. You mean to tell me that in the history of mankind that never happened? Like that never came across to somebody's mind to have this kind of thing happen? You gotta be kidding me. Come on, you serious? Somebody must have thought of something like that, right? There's like billions of people on Earth. Christ. Anyway, point being, trying to use the whole stigma. Oh, you're not a real woman. That you can't give birth. Yada yada yada. I heard that so many times. So I just thought I'd clear the air, so to speak. I mean, even if those other things I could get into, of course, obviously, of course. But I just want to say this real quick. That's all. Just make a quick little video to discuss this kind of a thing, of course, because it's just kind of ridiculous. You're attacking them. You're acting as if they were bothering you. It's the fact they want to be accepted as the opposite gender that were assigned at birth somehow means they're attacking you. That doesn't make any sense. Don't be a dickhead. Come on. Anyway, that'll be it. Thanks for watching later. Just, it's fucking ridiculous. Christ. Anyway, whatever.